Improve your counselling skills by mastering unconditional positive regard. Now, what is unconditional positive regard, or UPR? Well, it's one of the core conditions, of which there are 6, set up by Carl Rogers. Now, in the past, I've mentioned empathy and congruence as other core conditions, but this one, UPR, is really central in how we perceive and see our client or our helpee in our counselling session. It's about how we have an attitude, an approach to the client that accepts them for who they are. Now, consider for a moment that unconditional positive regard sounds wonderful, but is probably less common than we think it is, and certainly potentially less common than the client's ever experienced. Many of us may have grown up in a space where love or understanding or acceptance has been conditional, where there have been conditions that we've had to meet to receive love, or conditions met to have love retracted. So if a client arrives and they believe there are conditions to them being respected and accepted, and we present that unconditionally we will respect and accept who they are, we are beginning to challenge their set of beliefs about who they are and how they look at the world. Now, importantly, this is different from simply liking your client. Liking is noticing some similarity between you and what you like to what they are bringing. And this is not what we're talking about. Unconditional positive regard is, aside from that, is where that no matter what this person brings, even if it's different from me, I can still accept and respect them. Now, for a moment, consider this. If you bring your faults, your mistakes, and they're not criticized and they're accepted, what effect might that have on you if you were the client? What might that be as an invitation to consider? A lot of what UPR offers us is a chance for the client to really be themselves, no matter what that is. And once we are able to remove some of those conditions, they're going to have a greater chance to explore the things that are really troubling them. So from that, hopefully get an understanding that UPR, unconditional positive regard, is an essential core condition, and one of the 6, which really, while sounds easy to maintain, can be difficult in application. Working with students, the idea sounds aspirational and the one that people can often say they achieve quite regularly. But consider when you're faced with a client that may be having an attitude or decisions that actually are contra to your own beliefs or thoughts or ideas. This is when UPR is essential, when that person can still feel accepted. So it's easily explained, but the application can sometimes be challenging, but it's equally an essential counselling skill.